Tree-lined peaceful avenues of Corrales, New Mexico creates a tremendous atmosphere for students to learn in a Christian setting.
My name is Patty Osborne, and I teach at Sandia View Elementary. I'm also the principal. Our philosophy is basically that we want to teach our kids to be soldiers for Jesus. We want them to learn to read the Bible, to make decisions on what's important, and to know what they believe and why they believe it. And then we want that to transfer into a form of leadership and servanthoodship, or whatever you want to call it, to reach out to others who need our help. That we're not alone in this world and that we have a responsibility to those around us. At Sandia View, we try really hard to reach the whole child. We understand that academics is only one portion of what a child needs, and that there's social aspects that are needed, there's physical traits that are needed, and there's definitely spiritual traits that children are lacking. And so we try very hard to tailor our program to meet all those different needs in every one of our students. We do informal testing of every student on a quarterly basis to see if they're making progress in specific subject areas. In addition to that, we do standardized testing once a year to make sure that in relationship to other schools and other students in the United States, that our students can hold their own and be competitive out there in the academic world. We have a very diverse group of students here at Sandia View, not only in an ethnic background, which we have Native Americans and Oriental and Caucasian and African Americans, who are all taught that we each come from a separate culture that needs to be respected, and that all cultures have offered something of importance to our world, and that we need to respect what every culture has to offer. In addition to that, we also have this whole idea of spiritual diversity, and where are our kids coming from, what kinds of homes are they coming from in a spiritual background. And that also makes for very interesting discussions, because we do have students here who are not Christian. So when we do religious discussions, it's very interesting to get the input of all the different groups and entities that are represented here. Sandia View tries very hard to meet the physical needs of their children. We know in the United States that our children are out of shape and are gradually declining in their physical abilities. So we have tried very hard to make a physical cardiovascular program where the kids are in shape just for themselves in a cardiovascular or physical way. In addition to that, we do have organized sports in grades 5 through 8. We're part of a Christian league here in Albuquerque area, and so our students are part of basketball and flag football, soccer, and volleyball as well. We try to get our kids involved in all different kinds of mission projects. We've been lucky enough to take our kids to Mexico and work there building a school for some other students. We did that 2 years in a row, and it was just a great outreach opportunity for our older students. We got involved with helping to collect items for the hurricane victims, the Hurricane Katrina victims, and again, we're trying to help our kids to understand that when we have Christ in our lives, He has us here for a purpose, and that we need to serve others. And so we do community area things all the time, picking up trash or collecting things for the homeless, those kinds of things. We've served at the Albuquerque Rescue Mission. The kids do serve food and things there. We've gone to sing Christmas carols down there, but in addition to that, we've tried really hard to get the kids away from this particular community to see the worldwide needs that are out there. People ask me all the time at Sandia View, how do you handle the multi-grade classroom? And I have to explain to them that the multi-grade teaching situation is really a bonus for teachers. It gives us the flexibility to meet the needs of the children where they are. When you have just one room, one class in a classroom, you still have a wide range of student abilities within that one grade level. But our teachers are trained specially to break subject matter down into skills and then target the skills for each individual student, so that we can create an individualized lesson plan for every single one of our students, irregardless of the grade level that they're in. We've found that that allows us great flexibility in meeting the needs of the kids all across the board. The very low, We have the flexibility to go to their level and reach their needs where they are. And our gifted students, we have the flexibility of giving them more project-oriented thinking type projects that really make for a fun teaching situation. Technology has become a very important aid to us in being able to meet the needs of our students. We use technology in several ways. One way is to help keep track of the skills that the students have or need to work on and where they are in those various skills. Technology also helps us in being able to provide all sorts of resources for our gifted students who need to work on projects that aren't just the typical things in the classroom. We have computer labs in every classroom that the kids have access to. We use them on a regular basis and are very thankful for the support that they give to our program. The reason I would send my child to Sandia View Elementary, there's several, but most of all, most and foremost, is I believe that when we are given children, the Lord gives us a responsibility to do the best we can to raise those children for Him. And in our day and age of busyness, oftentimes we don't have the time to sit down with our kids and discuss spiritual issues as they come up. In a spiritual environment like this, when a spiritual issue arises, or even a problem issue arises, we've got teachers that can take that child aside and pray with them, offer them hope more than just, oh, we're sorry, that you're having a hard time. Jesus provides the very center of hope for our lives, and our kids need to know that He's there all the time for them. In addition to that, our environment is safe. We don't have problems with bullying or drugs or abusive situations because we have kids here whose parents are concerned about them and want what's best for them and are very supportive in what we're doing. Because of our small classes, we're able to give the kids the attention that they need and to give them that little bit of extra hand-holding so that they know that they're important, not just to God, but to us and to their parents, and they're an imperative part of their community. So I can't just pinpoint one reason, but I do absolutely believe that a situation like this is a great one for our students.